Hi everybody, this is a video for those of you that are working on the section of our ethogram work today where you're asked to identify different parts of the ethogram. So you've already watched the video lecture where I told you what the different parts are. We talked about category, description, structural, and relational, but it's another thing to actually see them in an ethogram. So here we have an ethogram. This is an ethogram of some wolf behavior that we're going to be looking at in our next part of our activity for the class. And the first thing it asks you to do is to identify the categories of behavior that are identified in this ethogram. Well, this is an ethogram of hunting behavior. So there's lots of things wolves can do, but there's only a few categories on this particular ethogram. So I'm going to highlight the categories, okay? There's 6 of them. Each of these is its own category, okay? There you go, easy enough. It's just the 1 or 2 word descriptions that name the behavior. So searching is a behavior, attack group is a behavior, and so on. So then the next thing it asks is, can you identify the structural descriptions that are part of the ethogram? So it's giving you a specific category it wants you to do. It wants you to use the attack group, and it wants you to identify the structural descriptions. So for structural descriptions, I'm looking for any part of the description that tells me what the animal's doing with its body, right? So in attack group, running after is what it's doing with its body. Lunging at, right? Glancing about, those are all things that they do with their body. But that's not everything that's in the description. So the rest of it, what's the rest of it? Well, the rest of it is the relational description. So what they're doing the behavior towards or to, or how long they do it, or where they are when they do it. In this case, they're running after a fleeing group, they're lunging at a standing group, or they're glancing at different group members, right? Other wolves is what they're talking about when they're talking about glancing about, right? Or maybe even looking at other group members of the animal that they're hunting. But in either case, there's both parts to it. So they're not just writing that they're running and lunging and looking around. The author of this also tells us what they're doing that behavior at. They're running after a fleeing group. They're lunging at a standing group. So you want to tell me where the animal is when it's doing the behavior. It helps us better understand it. All right.